Hi there, thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Sola John is my name, and I hope the videos we have been posting have been of benefit to you. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed. If you are yet to subscribe, just click on that red button and turn on the notification so you get to know when we post new videos. What I want to talk about today, it has to do with a little boy who was eating chocolate, and somebody sitting next to him had said to him, oh, this is going to spoil your teeth. And the boy will say to the person, oh, I have, a grandpa that died at a very good old age. And the person couldn't reconcile what he's saying and what the boy was saying. And he sought to ask or to know, but what has it got to do with what I'm telling you? He said, well, they die in good old age because they mind their business. I want to say, mind your business. That's the topic I want to talk about. We live in a society, good number of us, where people just find it easy to talk about others without necessarily having their permission to speak about them. And that is what I want to address. I want you to understand that you've got to earn the right to speak into people's lives, okay? Unwanted advice, just saying anything to anybody, oh, you are fat, oh, this is wrong, oh, that, oh, that, oh, that, does not help you in any way. If not for anything, it reduces your worth and the worth of your word of advice. There's something I have come to notice as I grow up. It does appear as if other people's lives are easier to live than your own. All right, so you have opinion of how they should dress, you have opinion of how they should talk, you have opinion about how they should raise their kids, you have opinions about how they should spend their money, you have opinion about everything, but you are struggling to hold things together in your own life, and you've not got it cut out yet, but you can live other people's life. It looks easy, not as easy as it looks. If you don't wear other people's shoe, you don't know where it pinches. And when someone says they have been in your shoe before, ask them what is the size of their shoe. Possibly that may not be the truth. So how do you ensure that you mind your business? First, you need to understand that it's your prerogative, it's your right by the grace of God given to you to live your life, okay? The decisions you take, the words you speak, the actions you take, and even your reactions. It is your responsibility to decide how. It's within your confines, within your prerogative to decide what you do with that. But once it crosses that, and the person in question is not under your jurisdiction, is not under your mentoring, is not under your tutelage, is not your siblings, is not your offspring, you've got to be very careful how you intrude into people's lives, okay? You've got to be careful, and you've got to earn the right. How do you earn the right to talk into people's life? First, you need to let them know that you care. You need to let them know that you reason with them. You need to let them know that you are with them in the journey they are going through. You need to let them know that you feel their pain. You need to let them know that living their life is not necessarily easier than living your own, even if you think they've got everything together. And so, when I say this, someone may say, but why will you say I should mind my business? If I'm minding my business and the person's business cross over to my business, how do I manage it? I want you to know that everyone needs to be appreciated for the little effort they are making. I give you an instance. I once had a nephew who wasn't doing too well in school, but the father said he has really improved, that he knew where the boy was coming from, that people may not celebrate the result he came with, but he knows that he has made a lot of improvement. I had a case of a man who was with a child, and the child suddenly in the train was talking about, oh, this is color green, oh, this is red, and somebody looked at the child and said, wow, at your age, you are still identifying color. And the father said, he has never seen since the day he was born. I've just taken him for surgery where the issue of the blindness was reversed by the surgical operation that was done on the child. You have no understanding what people are going through. You have no understanding how they manage to get to where they are. So when you want to earn the right to be in their life, the first thing you need to do is to empathize. Okay? Is to have compassion on them. Is to let them know that, oh, I see your struggle. It's to let them know that I can identify with you. It's to want them to appreciate the fact that they are not alone. Everyone needs a support. I've seen situations where people think that they can cause others to change by being mean to them, by treating them like a piece of rag. You don't change people that way. How do you change people? Get closer to them. That's the first thing you need to do. Empathize with them. Unless if you have seen the person has consistently rebuked every attempt to bring him or her closer. If not, you need to be able to identify with the person to be able to offer a word of advice. And if you can't identify with the person, then you are able to bring the person closer, and then you are able to speak to the person's life. You've got to earn that right. If you have not earned the right, don't speak into people's life. Just mind your business. It has a way of giving you long life. It has a way of making you look fresher. It has a way of making you look healthy. Even if you are the counselor general that you have made yourself or people have made you, if people have not given you right to speak to their life, don't speak to their lives. Now, there are a few things it does for you. It gives you peace of mind. It doesn't make you feel as if your advice has been rejected. It doesn't make you feel as if you are not regarded. It doesn't make you feel as if nobody respects you. No. Because when counsel is sought, it is usually appreciated. It's the Bible that says that counsel in the heart of a wise man is like a well, it's like a water in a well, deep well. It takes another person, a man of wisdom and patience, to be able to draw it out. So if your voice is going to be appreciated, if your word of counsel is going to be regarded, then you need to know when to speak it. You don't speak it on the surface. You don't throw it around just to show that you are wise or to show that you have knowledge. You speak it into places where you have earned the right to speak it. You speak it into places where it will be appreciated. You speak it into places where it will be put to use. You speak it into places where it will be celebrated. Even if it is rejected, let it be on record that you said it. But not throwing it everywhere you find. Not offering every Tom, Dick, and Harry counsel when they don't need it. Not putting your mouth into people's business as though it's yours. You should be able to know where your business ends and where another person's business takes off from. It's important that you even know what your business is and what is not your business, And when you hear someone say it's none of your business, it actually means it has nothing to do with you. Oh, they didn't tell me about it, possibly because you don't need to know. Oh, I thought the person should be able to tell me. Well, if the person doesn't think so, then it means you don't need to know. And it is important because words are ways of conveying our concerns, and there are ways of also conveying our thought, and there are also ways of expressing ourselves. But much more than that, there are places where they should be spoken. There are times when they should be kept. There are times when silence becomes language. There are times when silence brings more wisdom than to speak out. And if you don't think that the word is going to be accepted, then it shouldn't be spoken. You should have enough about your life to take care of. Because when something goes wrong in your life, they are not going to ask the third person. They are not going to ask the person close to you. They are going to ask you. You are responsible for it. And so how does it feel when what you are responsible for is going uncared for? And the one you are not responsible for is getting better. There are people who thrive in giving advice to people that they can't give to themselves. And it sounds funny, but it's true. They always see what people can do better. They always see what people can do right, but not they themselves. And that is a major issue. So I hope you are going to begin to redefine. Now, this has not said you should not give advice to people. I've only said, before you give advice to people, earn the right. This has not said you should go about being an I don't care person. No. If you do that, you don't love your neighbor as you love yourself. However, caring for others goes beyond just speaking. There are times that it's not just words that is needed, it is support. When somebody is weeping, you don't need to go tell the person it's going to be all right. Sometimes you just need to weep with them. And once you weep with them, they know that when they are laughing, they are smiling, they have somebody to share their heart with. But when you go to them and you say, it's going to be all right, okay? Wipe your tears. They ask, do you really understand what I'm going through? And I remember a young man who said somebody had lost her father, and he went there and he was just quoting Bible. And the lady said, sorry, you don't have to talk, okay? You don't know what I'm going through. Guess what? That is the truth. What does the Bible itself say? It says you should rejoice with them that rejoice and mourn with them that mourn. It didn't say you should quote scriptures to them, you see? So when you go to someone who is mourning and you say that the Bible says weeping may endure for a night, shut up your mouth. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says rejoice with them that rejoice and mourn with them that mourn. It means if I call you for a celebration, you don't come to my place and complain about the cloth I'm wearing. You don't come to my place and complain about the food I'm serving. You don't come to my place and complain about the number of people that showed up. What should you do with me? Just rejoice with me. And if you see me weeping and you come around me, don't come to me and say I'm not crying well or I'm crying too much. What did the Bible say you should do with me? Just come and cry. I kept learning from the friends of Job. When Job was going through all his trials, his friend came to him, and for 7 days, they didn't say anything. How many of us can do that? When we always feel that talking is the only way to get things done. Putting our opinion out there is the only way to express ourselves. There's wisdom in silence. There is wisdom in speaking at the right time. I've had times when people have accused me of not speaking up. And I know that time I shouldn't say anything because I don't know what to say. Sounds funny, yes. I don't know what to say, so I choose not to say anything. And I'd rather be accused of being silent than saying the wrong thing, okay? Because we all have our limits, and you need to know what your limits are, okay? You need to take a decision you don't know what to do. Just keep calm. They ask you are not doing anything. You say, I don't know what to do. If they give you suggestions that looks very much like what you should do that can help you out, you just take it. It's important. Oh, I am at a stage that in my life I don't know what to do. Don't do anything. I remember a young lady who was going through a lot, and I kept wanting to help, and because she was a bit close to me, and I kept calling, asking, and she didn't say anything to me. Okay, she won't pick call. She will apologize for not picking call. Then we saw months later, and she said to me, I won't forget, she said, I did not pick your call because I really don't understand what I was going through. So what am I supposed to tell you? He said, now 3 months have gone, and I can tell you these are the things I went through. And now in retrospect, I can understand that at this stage, this is what I was going through. At this stage, this is what I was going through. At this stage, this is what I was going through. And I could just listen to her, and I said, wow. I'm glad that you are able to take note of the processes. If she had picked my call, I probably would have said something that doesn't make sense. When she was willing to talk, she spoke up. And when she spoke up, she understood what she had been through. And so I want you to know that people are not necessarily snubbing you. Maybe you have not earned the right to speak into their lives. Maybe you need to mind your business a little more. Okay, but it's my spouse. I need to. You can't change anybody. When people want to change, they're going to change. So, until I come your way next time, keep minding your business and enjoy your life. Bye. Welcome to careerwise.ng, your career solution site. What we do basically is provide assessment for you, coaching for you, recruitment, internship. We have coaches. Orlando is a coach from Brazil, is an international coach. Lara Langham from UK, my humble self, and we have some other coaches from Nigeria. You can go on our website, careerwise.ng, use the contact form and reach out to us. Meet us on Twitter, we are careerwiseng1. Instagram, we are on Facebook. Reach out to us, we are available to help you.